I'm so grateful to have so many fighters in the Florida House right here from Central Florida. So please join me welcoming one of the most incredible advocates, especially for LGBTQ plus rights, my work husband, Representative Carlos Guillermo Smith.
Good evening, Orlando. I'm sorry to have to join you on a devastating day like today, because today really is a dark day in the United States. As you know, I'm Carlos Guillermo Smith, and I am a proud, queer, cisgender male who opposes bans on abortions and supports the rights of women and people to make their own decisions about abortion without the Supreme Court, without Governor Ron DeSantis, without other politicians who frankly need to stay the hell out of this. You know, I think it is really important during my service in the Florida House of Representatives, session after session after session, there have been more and more attacks on access to safe and legal abortion in the state of Florida. And I have felt that it has been so important for everyone to stand up and speak out against these attacks, but that it is especially important for men to speak up about and against abortion bans. And I want to tell you, as a gay man, why I feel it is so important for me to be someone who unapologetically supports women and people to be able to make their own decisions about abortion. It's because as a gay man, as an LGBTQ person, I understand what it's like when the religious right tries to impose their definition of marriage, of sexuality, of gender onto others in a way that takes away my rights. You know, I say to those who oppose abortion, don't get one. And by the way, these same individuals are using elections and using their power in government to not just take away your rights on abortion. They're opposed to things like our freedom to marry who we love. And I have a message for those folks as well, who are the same people, by the way. If you're opposed to gay marriage, don't have a gay marriage. So we've got to talk about how devastating this ruling is, yes, for abortion access. But there's also many other consequences of this ruling. The courts have told us in so many words in this ruling that things like our freedom to marry are also at risk. And we understand in this room, all of us, regardless of our vantage point, regardless of our sexual orientation or our gender identity, we all are reminded by this ruling that none of our rights are guaranteed and that we have to fight to protect them. Are you ready to fight? Are you ready to do more than just vote? Are you ready to mobilize and organize to protect your rights? I'm gonna need you to make good on that. Because if Governor Ron DeSantis wins re-election, he will try to ban all abortions in the state of Florida. And he will run for president of the United States on that platform. Are you gonna let him get reelected? Folks, we need to understand, yes, in Florida, abortion is still legal. But just think about what is happening in almost 24 states across America. In 24 hours, literally overnight, millions of American women woke up to find that not only was their constitutional right to safe and legal abortion taken away, they found in some states that their constitutional right the night before is now a crime in their state. We cannot let that happen in Florida. We have to pass a federal law to guarantee abortion as a federal right. Folks, we know what our marching orders are. We know what we have to do. We know we have to support the abortion funds, especially knowing that these abortion bans are disproportionately impacting low-income women, women of color, black women, Latinas, who might not have the resources to leave their state to go have an abortion somewhere else. But is this ruling going to mean that there's less abortions? No, it means that there's going to be less safe and legal abortions in the state. Well, not in Florida, but around the country. So folks, we've got to fight back. And I'll tell you this, remember, because I thought about this every single time I was in committee voting no on these abortion restrictions. I thought about the people in my life who I love who have gotten abortions. Everybody loves someone who has gotten an abortion. Think of them when you're organizing and mobilizing and voting and fighting for your rights. And just know that it doesn't end here. That this is not over. That this ruling is not the final word. With your vote, you will have the final word on this issue. Am I right about that? Let's do this. Thank you.